Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another, I can't speak today, back with another drawing video. Today's video is going to be on Nightmare from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of fan fiction, I think it is, or creepypasta, something like that. But, yeah, we're going to be drawing Nightmare. Don't know much about this character. I did not read up on what he's from before I drew him. But, yeah, I basically just drew him as a kind of normal Ninja Turtle. From pictures I saw, he's actually kind of more like lanky. Like he has like longer limbs, but I decided to give him like more of a proportions to like a normal Ninja Turtle, like Leonardo or Raphael or Donatello or Michelangelo. Just a normal Ninja Turtle. So, yeah. And other than that, this video was requested by Gracie Gearer. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for your request. I hope you enjoyed, and, yeah, let's jump in. Alright, guys, so this is a full, like, figure drawing, so it's gonna be a little bit longer than normal ones, but we're gonna start off with a big circle. This is gonna be his head, and then I kind of like drawing another big circle about here, and then this is just going to go down and over. Then he's going to have like his fist around here, and then his arm's a big kind of oval shape, and getting like another big kind of like oval shape here. And then like once you get the arm done, kind of get like his body. This is kind of where like his chest is. Like that. He has a big turtle shell over here. One of his legs is right here. Another one's kind of going up and down. And his foot's kind of something like that. And then he just has another arm going out here with his hand kind of tilting down. Like that, and then he'll have like a sword here, and then it'd be up here, and then have his little pointy thing. And that's basically how you draw the gesture, is like you just really just loosely just kind of fill out the shape so you kind of know what you're drawing. But since we get that down, we kind of jump into his head here. And I like to start off with like doing like a crosshairs for the face, like this. And I like to start off with the eyes. So basically you're going to draw like a C shape here, and draw a line going down from the bottom. And then you're going to curve it over and then kind of up, like that. And you're pretty much going to draw the same thing, just in the other direction here. So you get kind of like a C shape, line going down, over, like that. And then from this side, you don't go at the very edge of this line, you go a little bit before it and just draw a curved line going down and in. And then same thing here, just kind of curved line over and then up. And then once you get that down, you can kind of draw in a kind of circle for his eye, like that. And now we could kind of get into his head shape, which his head shape kind of goes off the eye here. And it's basically, you draw a curved line that kind of curves in and out where the eyebrow is, then in again. So you get a little bump for where the eyebrow is, and kind of goes up. He has like a rounded head on top here. And then down, then over. And we're going to draw in the mouth first, and then we can kind of get the jaw shape around the mouth. So to draw the mouth, it's just a curved line right under the eye here. And a line going over and over, like that. And we're going to stop about here, and now we're going to draw the top part of the lip, which goes over, kind of curves up, and then over, and then in a little bit, like that. And then this line just simply kind of follows it. And now we can draw in his tongue, which it's basically kind of like a curved line, and then it just goes out. He has a really long tongue. I don't know if turtles have long tongues. I don't think they do. And then if you want to, you kind of put a line in the middle here, and like a little bump. Like that. And then he has like super jaggedy, rough teeth. So we just draw on like just jagged, spiky lines. Like that. And now since we got that done, we can kind of just draw the rest of the jaw kind of around the mouth here. Oh god, I couldn't think of that word. And then just curve the line up and then connect it in with the head. You get something that looks like that. And now you can draw on his mask, which his mask goes around his eyes like the normal Ninja Turtles, but it's pretty big. And it's all like cut up and jagged. So you just kind of draw like just jaggedy, spiky kind of lines that go around his eye. And then over. Like that. And then just for his head details, he has like a green triangle thing over here. Kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog almost. And then just two little green things on his cheeks. And if you want to, you can kind of draw on his eye here. And shade that in. Shade that in. Like that. And just kind of fixing his tongue here, darkening it in a little bit. Alright, that's pretty much it for his head. And now we can jump into his arm here. So to start off with his shoulder and make it look kind of muscly, basically what I like to do is I draw a line going up here, like right in the middle. So if you like make it like a circle with like crosshairs, right in the middle here. And then you draw a line going up, and then you just kind of curve it around and then in like this. And then same thing over here, just going in the opposite direction. And then just a bump here, like that. And then for the rest of his muscles, here's where his like biceps gonna end. And just and for muscles, you want to keep them very rounded. So you always want them like popping out. So you never want like a line going like in like that. You always want them going out. It's just a little pro tip. And then a little bump here for the elbow. And then it's kind of gonna go in. And I'm gonna kind of gesture this in a little bit, just so I get kind of the shape right. And this will be a curve line here. So basically, Ninja Turtles have like two fingers and a thumb. So basically, to draw that, you just kind of draw like a big bump, and it goes in like this, and then another kind of bump. It goes in, and then the thumb kind of goes out, and over and in like that. And if you want to, you can draw in the knuckles, which is a line going up, and then down like that with a little curve line right here. Same thing on this side, but just going in the opposite direction, like that. And then you do a little curve line right here for his elbow indent, and then just kind of another curve line here for the bicep, like that. And he has like Sonic Boom sports tape, like all over his arms and legs. So to draw that, the easiest way I like to do it is just draw a line going across where it starts, and then just kind of like a line going across where it ends. And it's not on his fingers either. So like once you get those two down, basically all it is just drawing like lines going across, but on like different angles. So like this line goes down, and then there's another line going across here. And you just draw two parallel lines that just kind of like go across and like wrap around at like random sections, you know. Just so it's not like neatly done either. So it's like all the sports tape is just going all over the place. So again, there's no like rhyme or reason for any of that. So it's just kind of like, just draw a lot and I'll be like, oh, that looks good. So yeah, there's the arm. And just to finish off the arm, he has two little spikes here and here on his shoulder. And now you could probably draw on his shell, which is his shell's pretty easy to draw. Basically just draw a curved line going down here, and then another one that just kind of follows it all the way to the bottom here, like that. And then for the shell itself, it's kind of like, you get kind of like a bump here, and then you get another bump here, and then a bump here, and 3 should be good. And then he has spikes on him, like these big sharp spikes. So basically just draw a spike going off, in like that. Same thing over here, just another spike going off, and then in, and a third spike. Like that. Pretty basic, pretty, nothing too hard to draw. And then you can kind of erase the middle part. Like that. Alright, now that we got that done, we can draw the front of his shell, which isn't too hard either. Basically, we're going to just give it a little bit more form here. And we're going to draw a line going down and then in. This kind of be where his chest is. And it's going to go down and then in again. And then there's like a middle line. Kind of breaks off a little bit there. Same thing over here. And then you just get kind of like lines that kind of mimic these ones. So it's like a line going down and over. And in. Same thing over here, down and over. Like that. And then he has a line going down and then in. You get kind of like a V in the middle of the shell. Goes up and wraps around. And then you just kind of make a line hugging this line. So just a straight line following that one, and then they connect at the edge here. You get a line going out at this angle, and going up, and one going down, just to kind of give it depth. And then you could also draw in his kind of like muscle, like chest muscles, which is like a curved line that goes up and over. You just see the top of them, because like his muscles are underneath like this hard shell. And then off the shell, you could draw lines going down here, another one in the middle, another one kind of in the up there. Like that, and just darken in these lines. And you give this one a little bit of depth too. But once you get that done, you kind of draw on the belt, which the belt just kind of goes off the shell here. It's just a line that wraps around. And you give it like a little bump, little curves here to show. It's kind of like a fabric. Wrapping around like that. And if you want to, you can kind of draw little like curve lines like this, just to kind of show like it's fabric and it's kind of like folding in and stretching on itself. But once you got that down, we can kind of draw in his leg here, which this leg's kind of easy because basically you can pretty much just kind of follow the gesture we had, which is a curve line like this. But then it's going to kind of curve in a little bit and then out for the knee. So you're going to get a curve line going in and then just back out. And then he has a knee pad on the bottom here, which is just a kind of rectangle. And then just a little spike going off that. And then for his muscles, it's just kind of like a straight line here, and it curves one way, and then curves out the other way. And he has two lines here, and then you get the start of the sports tape over here, like that. Not too much. So now we're going to draw on his other leg, which starts off about here. And this one's a little bit more complicated, but it's basically just a curved line that goes up, and then over and in like that, and then kind of up, over, kind of straighten out where the knee is, and then just kind of curves out here, and then down, and then it goes real straight on the bottom here. And then we draw on his toes, which he has 3 like really big toes. So it's basically like a spike that goes off and curves up like here. And then the middle toe will be connected to this foot, and it kind of curves in, out a little bit, and then just kind of goes into the toe. Like that. And then you get like a third toe right here, which is just kind of like a little bump that you kind of see at the edge there. Then you get a curved line here for the muscle, and then like another little curved line here for this one, and then like you can draw another little curved line So it's the leg muscle. And then you get a little knee pad here, which is just a rectangle that goes off the knee. And a little spike. Simple enough. And then we jump into the sports tape here, which again, almost identical, well actually it is identical to the ones we did for the hands, but this one's going to wrap around the toes. Like this. And again, there's no rhyme or reason for any of any of the sports tape. You can kind of just do it in any angle, just kind of following the legs here. Again, there's no like real right way to do it. So something like that, real quick. And then same thing over here, you get a line going out here, a line going out here. Hug it, and then this is just a sports tape for this knee. Again, no real rhyme or reason, just kind of wing it. And then you get a little spike here for the leg, and you get one up here for this one, like that. And now we could draw in his hand here, which is actually pretty simple. We kind of just follow the gesture we have. So it basically goes out here, kind of angles down, and then you get two bumps for the fingers again, like that. Then this line curves up and over, and the thumb's kind of out here. So you get a shape that looks something like that, and you can get a curved line in for his arm muscle, and then you can just load it up with sports tape again. Again, no rhyme or reason, and this one's kind of hard because like, just because like the hand's bending kind of weird, but same rules apply. So just two parallel lines kind of going all over the place. No real rhyme or reason. Just make sure you wrap it up good. Like that. There you go. And then for the sword's actually pretty simple. You basically just draw a kind of curved line like this, and then straight lines going down here and here. And then another curved line going across. And then you kind of make like an oval here, like that. And then the sword itself pretty much follows this shape, where it's a straight line going down, goes across, and then up. Make that a little bit thinner, a little bit straighter, like that. And basically there's just kind of like these little triangles on the edge of the blades here. I think we'd fit 4 in. And basically to show, and I'm just darkening the lines that we're going to use because like there's a gap in between here, which you can erase the guideline if it's messing you up. So you get kind of like a shape like that. And then just to show like the sharpness of the blade, oh, and you can give a little curve line here to show the end of it. And just to give like sharpness to it and show that there's like a blade side, at the very tip of these you draw a line going out, and then over and then down. So out, over, and then down, out, over, and then down. So it just kind of shows like there's like the bladey part, like the sharp part of the blade right there. And then same thing here, you're going to go from this angle down, over, connect it to this line, and then go straight down like that. Just kind of follow it. So you get that. That's the blade. And now for the hilt, you just kind of get a kind of curved line that curves around like this, and then down. And then you get a line going across like this, and over. And then you get a little curve line going up, and then over, down, and then over. And then a little curve line here like this. So you get kind of like a diamond, and a line going across. And then it has two little like fabric things here, so it's just a little kind of almost teardrop shape with like curved lines. And then another one. And then to finish off his long, actually someone's at the door. I just have to do a real quick cut. Okay, and we're back. Basically my roommate got locked out, so sorry about that. And we were almost finished too. But anyway, going back, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And then, so after you get the two little fabric ribbon things on the edge here, which is just a teardrop and a curved line with a little circle on the bottom here. And you get another one here. Basically to draw, he has like a super long, I don't know what it is, like his headband kind of knot thing is super long. So basically to draw that, you just draw a curved line going off like this. I'll stop about there. And you're going to start about in here, like a little bit before this line ends, and then just curve it around and down like that. You want to kind of keep it kind of at the same angle. And then just draw another line that goes out, and then over, and then down, like that. And then here is where it kind of like brillows off and gets really jaggedy and spiky. So these kind of just draw kind of jagged lines that kind of go out like this. You get no real rhyme or reason on this one, just kind of jagged lines that go off. And then to show it like all ripped up, you kind of just draw more jagged lines inside these ones, just to kind of show it's all rough and beat up. Like that. So, anyway guys, that is, looking at the picture now, I think that is everything. So, yeah, that's how you draw a Nightmare from, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan fiction creepypasta or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's actually a really cool looking character. I like him. The pictures I saw, he was kind of more lanky. Like, so he had like really thin, long limbs instead of like Ninja Turtle proportions. I just thought he'd look cooler with like Ninja Turtle proportions. So I kind of drew him like that. So anyway, thank you again, Gracie, for the request. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can draw Nightmare now. And, oh, and I almost forgot. Here's the drawing that we just did, and here is a more inked version, where if you take like an ink pen, erase all the guidelines, and you kind of get what you have over on the left here. So, anyway guys, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this how to draw video, or anything that I talked about, just feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I will try my best to reply to you. And if you have any requests for yourself, I do take them. Basically, the way they work is you just leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I put on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason or what have you. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Links to my all other things are in the description below. You guys know the deal by now. So anyway, guys, see you next Sunday for more drawing action. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.